Hello and good morning. Welcome back to my property. So, I've gotten some stuff done already this morning, and I've got more on the agenda. Um, if you happen to cross this video and you haven't seen my other ones, I just moved here to the Sierra Nevada foothills. This is 5 acres of property, and a lifelong dream of mine has been to transform, you know, a piece of property into a beautiful flower garden, trees, um, you know, conifers, as well as flowering trees, flowering shrubs, and just flowers in general, flowers galore. um, so I'm still very excited about it, but I'm a total beginner. I have lived in the Bay Area for um, since 96. And so that's a long time as a renter. And so my gardening experience is literally zero. And I've had quite the crash course so far. And, I started to feel slightly discouraged yesterday. Um, I screwed up numerous times while trying to plant my redbud. I have a Rising Sun Redbud that I paid quite a bit of money for, and yeah, I should probably start with cheaper stuff so it's not so devastating should I lose them to incompetence. um, and the reason I'm doing these videos is because I want to document my journey. Like I said, this is something I've always wanted to do. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough road because after starting, I realized, okay, there's a million gophers and there's a million rocks. The ground is super compacted. It doesn't drain terribly well. There's ground squirrels that are eating some of the plants above the ground. And I don't know, maybe do they eat the roots too? I mean, they definitely tunnel. And so I imagine they probably nibble the roots also. And they're like probably 3 times as big as the gophers around here. So they could really do some damage too. What else? I'm not too worried about deer right now because I'm inside my fenced yard. That's where I'm starting. But, I'm just running into roadblock after roadblock. And I know other people deal with tough conditions. I was watching, I can't think of his name right now. His channel is Plant Vibrations. I think it's Devin, maybe. And he seems to me that he's been a gardener for his whole life, basically. I think his family, he comes from gardeners. I think his family even has their own fertilizer. And so, very experienced young man. And he even was saying that he was starting to feel discouraged because of the deer pressure in his area. He's in like Pennsylvania, I want to say. And, but he was finally able to put up a big deer fence around his property. So he's pretty psyched about that. And so, even somebody with a ton of experience feeling a bit discouraged makes me feel certainly not happy that somebody's feeling discouraged. That's not it at all. But it makes me not lose hope, because being a total beginner and I feel like I'm dealing with an advanced situation here, just with how many problems I've got. I can't find good angles here. I'm not a super fan of myself on this video, but and that's another thing is like making videos is one thing, but editing, holy mackerel, it's hard. I'm doing everything on my Android phone, so that might be part of my problem. But anyway, I think I was saying earlier, I'm wanting to document my own journey. So really these videos are for me. If you are somebody out there who is interested in watching somebody bumble their way through life, then, that's pretty much me on this gardening journey. I'm going to be learning just through trial and error, and I'll be making a lot more mistakes, I'm sure. And it's nerve wracking to do this and post stuff publicly because I could keep everything private, but I want to put it out there. If I found somebody else's channel who was like, I am starting from scratch and I know zero, I might watch, if they put out interesting content, whatever they're doing, I find interesting. Um, so yeah, editing, tough. I don't know. I spent a long time yesterday. I almost cried at least 3 times just because I couldn't figure out, how to edit very easily using my Android. Um, so on my agenda today is I already laid some cardboard around my redbud. I need to shovel a bunch of compost and then spread the compost around my redbud. And that's the main thing that I definitely want to accomplish. And because I won't be able to film it all in one straight shot, if I can figure out how to edit the 2 or 3 videos that I'm going to end up making today together, I will definitely do that. So if it's one video, yay me, I did it. Otherwise, I might have to post it as parts 1, 2, maybe 3, how many ever pieces I do here. So anyway, I'm hoping if people do find my videos that they are nice to me, because this is a very personal journey for me, but I want to present myself real, as it happens. I almost didn't post the video where I planted my redbud because, first of all, I was having a very difficult time digging in the ground. It was so hard, and I'm just doing it with hand tools, and then the water wouldn't drain, and then I finally got it planted, but I hadn't checked if it was straight, and it wasn't. And then I straightened it, and then I realized I forgot to put the gopher basket in to protect the roots. And so I had to dig it up, redo it, and it's all on video. I did it, I sped it up because it's boring, I think, to watch somebody just digging. But it all happened. And I almost didn't post because it's embarrassing, humiliating even, in a way. But so what? That's how it goes. And, all the gardening channels that I see, everybody's experienced and they've got these beautiful gardens and they know so much information. And it's just, I'm not there yet, but they had to have started somewhere, right? When they first started planting, how did they know? Like, unless they grew up with parents or something, family that were gardeners that taught them. Otherwise, if they just learned through trial and error, like what I'm going to be doing here, then, I would like to see that, in somebody else. Like, I'm not the only one here. I might be the only one who posts publicly, just how bad I am at the moment. But that's part of my journey here. I want to, dare I say, this is a bucket list item, is to get my garden going. And so just wish me the best of luck, because it is going to be a tough journey with these gophers and squirrels and rocks and hard ground that doesn't drain. There's a lot going against me, but I am absolutely determined to, keep on going. So I'm going to go over and shovel a bunch of compost right now, and then I will spread it around my new Rising Sun Redbud. And I think that's going to be my first project, my project for this particular video. And we'll just see how that goes. So again, if I'm able to edit everything together, cool. Otherwise, this might be the end of part 1, and the next video will be the beginning of part 2, where I am shoveling away. Oh, and I also want to cut the the redbud was shipped to me, and it was shipped on a stake with a bunch of tape all around it, so I want to cut that off too. So I'll be showing that as well. Okay, wish me luck. All right, hello again. This is either part 2 or just a continuation of my last part of my video that I created. I mentioned in my last video that I'm terrible at editing. I haven't not figured it out. I think there's quite a learning curve there. Doing everything just on an Android phone. I've got an app, and I'm going to try to see if I can splice these 2 videos together. So hopefully I've been able to do that. Otherwise, this is part 2, where I am shoveling compost to spread around my newly planted Rising Sun Redbud. So let me turn you around here, and I'll try to catch all my compost moving. All right, this should be it. You can see my pile of compost down here. Very dry. Not very impressed with the quality, but that's just how it goes. All right. Whew. Takes my breath away a little bit. All right, so I just shoveled compost. So that was probably really exciting viewing. And now I'm about to shovel a little more. I'm going to spray down the cardboard, get that pre-wetted, and spread the super dry compost, wet that down, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes here. So wonder if I should spread some of that potting mix over the cardboard too. Not sure, but you know what, I think I will. Why not? Okay, I'm gonna put this down, and where's my tree? Oh, there it is. It's hard to see. It's like the gopher stole it. Okay. Beautiful tree. Oh, okay. Um, okay, I got that done. Let me turn this around. Um, the tree is looking good still. I'm very nervous about it. It seems like it stays very wet. The compost is very dry. I tried to be very careful about planting it too deep, but then the compost around it is kind of high. Maybe I should spread that out more. Yeah, I'm not sure if spreading potting mix first under the potting soil, under the compost rather, but over the cardboard. Not sure about that, but you know, that's what I did. So now we wait. This is October when I've planted this, and so we'll see. All right, everybody. I'm going to spread this compost out a little bit better, I think, and yeah, and then that'll be that for this project for now. All right, have a good day.